So this is the first time we've been in the bees for about 9 days, and you can see how much water we've had. We've had rain for 5 days in a row, which is a little unusual for this part of Indiana. And you can see the water staying there, and this is not a place where water usually stands, but we've just had 2.5 inches of rain in the last 5 days, and everything is wet, and the bees are wanting to get out. And this is a perfect example of why you need to keep food on your bees in the spring in places where the weather is just crazy, because if you don't have food on them, then they're going to go that many days without building up. Okay, so here we are on day 10 of the 4-wave nucleus, and this is, if you remember, on day 4, we need to make sure that the queens were released, and if they weren't released, we release them. And the only thing I've done to this unit is fill these feeders back up, and that's the only thing I've done since we released the queen. You can see that they have drained those down. I should have filled them up again, but I did not, because it's been raining for 5 days straight, and I literally could not even get out here to do it. So we're just going to have to be okay with that. Sometimes, you know, they had 2 quarts of syrup, so that's amazing, still a lot. So we're going to go back to this one first. I'm going to pry the outside frame out, because the queen's most likely in the center there. Not always, but pry this one out and give it a look. Just a few bees there, very neat. They're checking out the comb, not doing a lot to it. On this one, they've completely filled that with nectar. You can see that. Probably sugar syrup, because this is the first day that they've been out today, so I know there are a lot of dandelions blooming now, but I'm sure that it wasn't, they've been out that long, it's only been a couple hours, so that's a lot of food. So there's our queen. You can see her. She's pretty healthy, she's very big, she's swelled up, and she's actively laying. You can see that there's eggs in there, and she's laying in a circle about the size of a softball. And that's kind of how they started in these little nukes. You can see there's the queen on the bottom. But they started in a circle, and they have food and pollen around it. And that's kind of how they do it. We'll turn over to the other side. This side has been laid totally with eggs. In the center again, you can see where they put the food. So, like I said, I wasn't too worried about filling up that feeder again, because they already had 2 quarts, so they used it. These frames are heavy, and they used it. And so here they are. They're building up this comb right now, where it was taken down. I think we were in some, I don't know if it was this side here with the queen cage or this side, but they have totally worked that comb, and there was some mice damage on that one. And here's one that has still some mold and some other things. They haven't gotten to that one yet, because there's not a lot of bees in here, so they're working on the ones that they can handle. So that looks fantastic. About the only thing that I would do at this point is I treat this package for mites with South Captain, because I don't want to bring mites into my apiary. And so we'll show that process in the next couple days. I want to do that before they cap any brood, so that it gets all the fresh mites, which are the mites that are on the back of the bees. If mites go inside a capped brood cell, oxalic acid does not kill them. So we want to hit them before that happens. And so now I'm looking down at these from the top, and what I see is this one has a lot more bees. Bees. This one just has bees. So 3 seems bees, 4 or 5 in this one. So that's what I was saying before about they equalize themselves. This queen must have their smell, they like her better, whatever reason. And so as the days and weeks go on, we can equalize that. This one will make brood faster, and we can take one of these strains out and put it somewhere else before we actually take these queens out and make a noose with them. So we can do all that. Right now we're just checking on the progress. So again, I'm going to take this first frame out. Actually, it would in this frame, but they all have a lot of bees on in this hive. And see, there you go. There's the queen. That's why you have to be very careful in these little 5 frame nukes. You don't have much space. You're doing 10 frame high. You never really know she's right there. You never really know where she's at. So being careful is always better. This is a full frame syrup. So again, they have plenty of food. The outside is not full. And what this tells me is that they have filled this puppy with syrup, and she's probably laid all the other cells. Or she's just on that side. But I would say she's probably laid all the other cells already. So here we go. We're looking down in this comb. I'm going to blow the bees off. And sure enough, all these cells are full of either a fresh egg or an egg with white royal jelly in it. We'll try to zoom in on that. And this side is the same thing. There's several tailed larvae and eggs and a variety of things going on. So this just proves the point that that queen was ready. She had a smell, and more bees went to her, and so she got a head start, and there's more brood and stuff in this one. Not brood, but more eggs and larvae on the way to brood than there is in this other one. Now this frame has been laid with almost all eggs. So they like the dark comb, and so they lay that up pretty fast. This one also has eggs in almost every cell, except the very bottom. You can see there's pollen syrup down there, and the rest of it has been laid up. So this one is going to be full very quickly, and we will have to watch it a little closer and make sure that they don't start making swarm cells. But they're working on this one, so they've got places to work. So they haven't laid anything in this one. This little comb, this is where some dead bees were, and maybe some wax moth damage, and so they're fixing those, and they're working on that, and they're fixing that, and it'll take them some time. And here is the outside frame of where the cluster is, and they're putting syrup in that one from the feeder. So they've taken all this, got some waste, so they've taken all that syrup that we fed them and made a food frame. And then so I'm interested to see what this one is, because usually they don't put the food on the outside, so no eggs, just more pollen and nectar, and they're working it, they cleaned it. And then on the outside, this is where we had a little bit of honey, and they've taken most of that honey already. I think there was a little bit of honey that we actually gave these guys from Franklin last year, so they're working on that. So that's what we got on this one. This is a really happy one. Watch that, they're close there. They went that, but just put them down and get the honey off. So they're doing pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. No worries. We'll pop so I can put it back. And we're looking at the other side real quick. I'm just going to leave these jars up because they're empty anyway. Same with this one's almost empty. They still have a little bit, but there's a little nibble inside that jar that prevents them from getting all of it. It only go down so low, so I'm sure that they have sucked these dry as much as they possibly can. So on this one, I'm looking down, and I'm seeing a lot of bees in here, and almost no bees in this one. So that's telling me that maybe that queen in there died. Or they just let it be, sometimes they just abandon it. And if you remember, one of these had a queen that they hadn't released yet, and that sometimes when they're this early, they don't get mated properly, they don't have that smell. We've had such bad weather that she probably couldn't go and get mated, so we're just going to see there's no bees on that frame. No bees on this frame. Actually looks like the syrup was leaking because nobody was in here eating it, so what probably happened is they probably just got robbed out. Nothing going on, a few bees in here. There's like 2 frames of bees in here at most. So pull this one up gently to see if we can find queen. Got plenty of food because they have syrup, they bring in pollen. And this is the final frame. We do have queen, there she is. So she laid eggs, she's right there. You can see her, she's right up here. She's moving very vigorously, that's really nice. She's healthy, she's fattened up. So basically what happened is they just lost a lot of bees, and they have laid this up again. See how it's like a softball size, and they put the pollen and nectar on top. And that's kind of how these work. I actually had last year, I filmed it. I actually had a perfect circle of pollen target, and it was different colors. It looked like a target. It was 3 rings of pollen in a perfect circle. It was amazing. And they didn't have a camera with me. And by the time I got back to that 4-way nuke, they had to eat all the pollen and put brood in it. But so what's happened is they have moved all the way up to this side. They're trying to share the heat with that one because it's been really cold. And so I'm just going to leave them for now, very small size. And so what's going to happen is that one of these is going to have to give up a frame of bees. And it's probably going to be that one. You saw how big that one is, how many bees are there. And once they get one of those frames fully laid with brood, I'll take it out and put it right in the center of these. I'll move these in the center and I'll do that. So that's what you do. You can wait to balance these. You don't have to do it right away. You don't have to get nervous. As long as you have a queen, she's laying, and they've got food. Things are great. They don't all have to have exactly the same amount of bees and all that. And they're not going to because they're each individual hives and they work at their own pace. And so I just want to get her up to a little bit more of a level. And you know, some would probably say, well, maybe that queen Here's a place where the mice were chewing on this one last year. Some say maybe that queen's no good because, like I was saying, all the bees went somewhere else, but not necessarily. It's possible that they just couldn't get her out because that candy was hard, and they gave up and the bees went somewhere else because they were smelling another queen that was maybe out of lane. So until you get these things going, they're cleaning this comb a little bit, and here they've started to draw the comb where we had queen cage and then filling that with syrup. Maybe that queen will get, you saw here, so she was moving, so she wasn't lethargic, doesn't look unhealthy, she laid off both sides of the frame, that's all the bees they have to keep warm. So we have to kind of wait. So here's queen, right in the center there, nice golden, tiny queen. She's actually looking for a place to lay. She's on the syrup frame, so there's a whole lot of place for her to lay. And here I made a little work home. I try to get as much of that off as I can so that my frames aren't all sticking together. But as the season goes on, these things get harder and harder to get into. This one's light, so I feel this is all eggs and larvae. Sure enough, this one's solid, all the way down to right where that syrup starts is eggs and larvae. And on this side, same thing, a full frame of eggs and larvae. So basically, they're all between 1 and 2 frames of eggs and larvae. This one has another, this is a full frame right here, so it's got a little more weight to it. They've got the honey ring on the top, which is not honey syrup, but called honey ring, that's what they do. And you can see this one, they fill more in, and there's eggs right in there. And as you can see, as they use those resources up, they fill it with the queen will fill it with eggs. And so we don't really need to feed them anymore until they eat some of that food down, because otherwise they'll be honey bound and she won't be able to lay. So we're going to hold off on refilling those feeders unless we have a situation